Hello, Do Better community, and welcome back to another mobility routine. Today we are going over the shoulders. So if you've had any issues with planks, anything with shoulder press, wide shoulder raises, anything like that, this is the routine for you to do on a normal basis, probably at least 3 or 4 times a week. If you could do it every day, that would be ideal. But this routine is only 10 minutes long, so I think you can handle giving 10 minutes of your day to give some love to those shoulders so that they can go 100% when you jump into some heavy weight during class. For today's routine, all you're gonna need is a pillow, maybe a yoga mat if you are okay laying down on the floor, however you wanna do it. And then the last thing you're gonna need is a long resistance band or a belt or anything similar to a belt. So make sure you get all those things ready to rock and roll for you, and we're gonna get going. Here is our first routine, first exercise. You're gonna have a pillow that's gonna just raise your elbow slightly. And we want it at the edge here. From here, I'm gonna lay on my side. I wanna bring my elbow 90 degrees, so it's directly where my shoulder height is. My elbow is the same height, but just crossed over. And then my elbow also is just right on top here. If you want, you can make it a little bit more convenient, just be at the edge, but however is comfortable for you, we wanna have this elbow just slightly above. And then from here, you're gonna have a 90 degrees with your hand, and then I'm gonna slowly press down into my arm and my forearm, and I wanna feel some type of sensation in my shoulder. Now, again, we don't wanna crank it. We do want to kind of put a little bit of pressure though. And then for the shoulder at the top, we wanna lean it forward. Because if we do this, now we're just getting our chest and we're not really getting that shoulder. So we wanna lean forward first before you bring it down. And then from here, slowly and gently, press to the floor. Once you feel a good stretch in the shoulder, you just hang out. Focus on your breath. These are called internal rotations. We're gonna hold this for a full minute on this side, and then we're gonna switch to the other. Now, I didn't give this to myself, but you can always have a pillow to rest your head on, because we're just focusing on the shoulder here. But if you're okay with lifting your head up like I am, that's perfect. Okay, we got 15 more seconds. Just try to relax. All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Easy, and slowly bring the hand off. And let's go ahead and get the other side. So again, elbow's gonna be right at the edge here. And I wanna curl in like this so that way my shoulder can lean forward. And then from here, I'm gonna bring that hand down. Are you guys ready? Let's go. So again, elbow and shoulder are parallel to each other. I want to have either at the edge or it can be fully on, however is comfortable for that shoulder. And then again, we're not cranking it, we're just going down. Focus on the breath. Remember that shoulder is leaning forward as we pull down. Again, you should just feel a sensation here. We're not putting too much force, we're just getting enough to where we feel a good stretch. And again, we're doing this for a full minute. Almost there. Okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Easy, does it? Okay, come on up. We're staying on the floor. We're keeping our pillow, and I'm going to show you what we're doing next. Okay, so now we got internal rotation. We're going to look to do external rotation. Internal was a little bit harder, but this one's going to be slightly easier. You want an elevated surface. If you can handle it, you want to go higher. So if you're not getting as good of a stretch, you can get yourself an additional pillow to level up the elbow height. So that way when you come down, you feel a little bit more of a stretch. But regardless, getting into the same position, I'm curling in, bringing that shoulder forward. From here, I want to use my palm, and I'm going to press down into my forearm. Again, elbow and shoulder are stacked. We're making a 90 degrees, and we're going to press down. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, and go. Again, we are not cranking it. We're just going for a good stretch. Again, you should just feel it in the shoulders. You have 20 more seconds left. Let gravity and a little bit of a force of your palm do the work. Remember, you should be feeling a good stretch in the shoulder. So if you need to bring an elevated surface a little bit higher, go ahead and do so. 3, 2, 1. Nice and easy. Slowly get out of that one. Let's get the other shoulder. So I'm going to the other side to show you guys. Again, hand is going to be on the edge here. So I'm going to be in the center here. Again, shoulder, elbow stacked, right? Hand 90 degrees. From here, I want to bring my shoulder forward, and then I'm going to press my hand down into the floor as best I can. Again, if I need an elevated surface, bring that in. We're going to get going in 3, 2, 1, and hold. Yeah, just remember to breathe. Got 30 more seconds. Alright, in 3, in 2, and 1, and rest. Slowly bring the hand up. Alright, we can put our pillow to the side, and I'm going to meet you for the next exercise routine. So for our next exercise, we've done this before as our cool down in class, but I'm going to show you in this routine. You're going to go to your stomach. From here, one hand is going to go in front, and then you want to cross it over your body. Now from here, what I want to do is this shoulder that's lifted, I want to bring it as close to the floor as I can. So this is similar to a stretch that you would do like this, but it adds a little bit more pressure so you get a deeper stretch to the shoulder. So again, my hand's in front, cross it over my body, and then I sink the shoulder to the floor. Now, if I can handle more, this thumb is going to go to the floor, and that should give you a deeper stretch into that shoulder. So let's go ahead and hold this for 1 minute. Again, and use gravity to just sink that shoulder down as best you can. Again, we want to just sink everything down. And breathe. All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We want to slowly let that one go. Come off that hand, off the arm, and let's switch. Let's get the other side. So now, other hand goes in front. I'm now going to cross it over my body, and then with the shoulder that's up top, I want to sink it to the floor. And if I can get a little bit more, I want to bring my thumb to the floor as well. We're going to hold this. So we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and start this full minute. Again, use gravity to just sink that other shoulder that's not doing anything. See if we can sink it to the floor. And breathe. If you're feeling tingly sensations in the shoulder, go ahead and kind of let that shoulder relax a little bit. And then go back to where you don't feel those tingly sensations, but you do feel a good stretch in the shoulder. Okay, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and slowly. Let's roll off of that shoulder. And let's slowly get off of that. All right, people. Our last exercise is going to use that long either resistance band or belt. So make sure you have that ready to rock and roll, and I'll meet you for the next routine. All right, guys. So for our last thing that we're going to do, there's 2 different movements, but I'm going to show you through it. This is the long resistance band I was talking about. If you don't, you can always use a belt. Same idea. What we're going to do is we're going to bring one end of the belt or the resistance band behind your back. Other side is going to come here, and it's going to go over the shoulder. So my left hand has the resistance band. My right hand has it over my shoulder. From here, what I want to do is I want to pull this up, and what that's going to do is it's going to bring that hand back a little bit higher. So it went from here, and I bring it up, and that's going to not only get at my shoulder, but it's also going to get my trap. So from here, it's going to sink that shoulder down, and now I'm going to tilt my head over to the side, and we're going to hold this for 1 minute. So go ahead and hold this through. Again, if you started it just a little bit later, that's okay. This is a tough one to do, so slowly work your way into it. Don't, again, jack your shoulder up to try to get as deep of the stretch as you can. Just ease your way into it. Focus on the breath. All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's ease off that shoulder a little bit. We're gonna stay on this side though. What we're gonna do is the same idea. We're gonna bring that hand up, bring it through, and instead of just leaning your head to the side, we're actually gonna tilt our head 45 degrees out, and then we're looking at that armpit. Here is a little bit of a different muscle. This is your levator. So the first one we did was your trap. This one's your levator. Let's get this stretch now. And 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, bring it down, and we're going to hold this again for 1 minute. So just focus on your breath. Again, we want to sink that shoulder down, tilt, and look at that armpit. Okay, we got 10 more seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow and ease that shoulder off. Give it a nice shake. Okay, so now that we got that shoulder, let's get the other shoulder. So now again, I'm bringing the hand to go in the back from the other side. And then the belt is going from the other shoulder, swinging over. And again, I'm going to bring that side up so that I can get my shoulder a good stretch. Dropping that shoulder down. And now I'm going to just tilt to one side to get my traps. Okay, you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, and start. Take a deep breath. Breathe. Alright, so we got 30 more seconds left. Alright guys, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Easy does it. Let that one go. Give your shoulder a second if it needs it. Okay, we're going to do the same side again, but this time we're going to look at that armpit. So let's go ahead and bring the hand up when you're ready. Bring it over. Turn your head to the one side and bring it down to that shoulder. And let's get that levator. Let's start now. Again, we're holding this for a minute. Just focus on your breath. Alright, we are at 30 seconds. Let's get 30 more. Make sure that shoulder is sunk. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay guys, well, this was a great routine. I do have one more that you can do on a daily basis that actually has the most effect out of all the things that we've done. And that is with this long band or long belt that you have, going back over the head and front. Now again, I'm not forcing this movement to go all the way back and all the way forward. I'm just focusing on getting a stretch If anything, I should feel a little bit in my shoulders. I'm actually feeling this a lot in my chest. So this is like a good chest stretch, but this helps you kind of wake your body up and get the posture that you want during your work day. So that's just the bonus that you get for this routine. Hope you guys enjoyed this round. Again, you want to try to do this as often as possible, hopefully every day, but if not, at least 3 times a week would be your ideal amount of time to do it. And again, it was only about 10 minutes, maybe a little bit longer from me explaining everything. You guys have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys for the next mobility routine.